And joining us now here in the studio, the #2 Democrat in the House, Minority Whip, Steny Hoyer of Maryland. Good to have you with us this morning, sir.
Good to be with you, Erica.
As we just heard from Nancy, House Democrats seem to be fairly, not all of them, of course, but the more vocal about being rather unhappy with it. In fact, the chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus said this is a, quote, sugar-coated Satan sandwich. Are you confident that you can deliver the support in the House from Democrats to pass this?
Well, look, first of all, debt default is not an option. We all understand that. The sad news is that we're so late getting to an agreement. And the other sad news is we've missed a wonderful opportunity to make what John Boehner said he wanted, Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid, the big deal. The president said he wanted that. Consistent with the Bowles-Simpson or Domenici-Rivlin recommendations, all the bipartisan proposals have said you ought to reach a big deal. It ought to be balanced. It ought to be balanced between spending cuts and revenues. We haven't done that. So, yes, there are things to be unhappy about this agreement. On the other hand, it does avoid default. I think that's critical for the American people. And by the way, that's not something the president gets. It's something America gets. It also protects Social Security. It minimizes risk to Medicare, which were important to us. It does not include revenues, the 6 and 6 that are appointed. Frankly, it's going to really require those 6 to have balanced judgments. If they go into it with just my way or no way, then we're not going to get an agreement, and we're going to have the sequester that's provided.
And we've seen where that's gotten us in the past. So taking a look at this bipartisan commission, I mean, what makes you think that this time around is going to work based on what we've seen over the last couple of months, and especially the last couple of weeks from everybody here in Washington? The American people are fed up, to say the least, with this behavior.
I'm fed up with this behavior. I share the American people's view that the my way or no way approach to negotiations is not what Washington needs, and it's not what the American people want. On the other hand, again, I stress this is an approach that does seem to provide a way forward to avoid default. I think that's critical for our economy and critical for the American people.
Does this also offer a new way forward when it comes to the way business is done in Washington? Because this curtain has been drawn back, because it's been so contentious this go-round, will it change anything in terms of the way things are done and how much lawmakers are willing to give?
Well, I don't have much confidence it's going to change the way things are done. What we have, frankly, is a minority has controlled this process, a minority in the United States Senate. Who would not agree to compromises that were not to their liking. That was not true. Harry Reid offered a plan which was consistent with Speaker Boehner's 1-for-1. And by the way, the debt limit that's being increased is to pay the bills that were incurred over the last decades by Republicans and, yes, by Democrats.
I want to get you back to the first question, though. I asked you about support in the House, because pretty much everybody thinks it's going to pass the Senate. In the House, are you confident that you can help deliver those votes on the Democratic side?
Erica, we're at a point in time where this bill was put out at 2 a.m. this morning. So members have not had the opportunity to review it. We haven't had an opportunity to meet with our caucus yet. I talked to Leader Pelosi last night. We're going to be meeting with our caucus today. We want to talk to them, find out what they believe. Again, all of them, to a person, believe that default is not an option, which is why this is such a tough decision. But we've missed an opportunity. This is not a balanced approach. Revenues need to be on the table, and we haven't done that.
All right. Well, we'll be watching to see what happens. Appreciate your time this morning, sir. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Erica.